friends, welcome back to another vintage toy haul video.
Thank the stars you're here.
I've been doing some more thrifting again, and I have a really awesome haul to show you today. It's a real mix of all kinds of different things. Prime and I have been kind of sick the past couple of weeks. We both had really bad colds, so if my voice sounds a little bit strange, that is the reason. So let's get into this. Let's not waste any time.
Well, I say let's enjoy ourselves while we can.
The first toy that I got when I was out thrifting is this guy. This is California Dream Ken. This guy caught my eye because it says California on his shirt here, so I immediately thought, oh, California Dream.
Right, of course.
But this is not his original outfit. This is actually from a fashion pack that was released the same time as California Dream Ken was released. So California Dream Ken was actually released in 1987, and he would have originally had like this yellow and white striped top with little picture pattern on it. He had white shorts that had like a diamond geometric pattern on it. So it was really cool. The whole California Dream line is like that. They had a lot of like polka dots and geometric patterns and bright colors like oranges and yellows, which is really cool. He would have originally come with sandals and like a visor to put on his head. He came with a frisbee and a comic book. But yeah, like I said, this is a fashion pack, California Dream fashion pack from 1987. And it did come with this t-shirt that he's wearing. It's a white t-shirt, plain white t-shirt with what looks like a sailboat and a palm tree and some water and the sun behind it. And it says California in blue. It's glittery, which is really cool. And then these blue and white striped shorts. The back of the t-shirt has a metal snap. And also this fashion pack had a matching blue collared short sleeve top that had like a sailboat pattern on it. He had a blue visor, it had white shoes, blue sunglasses, and also came with a frisbee. So this California Dream Ken is in okay condition. Not the greatest.
That's okay.
Because his legs are very discolored. They're very sticky, so I believe the plastic is breaking down on these. But the rest of him is okay. His head is kind of loose. And I've heard before that sometimes because the head is made of a different plastic than the body, the head sometimes shrinks and doesn't necessarily fit properly on the body anymore. That could be one reason. The other reason could be his head has been switched out, which I don't think that's the case with this guy, but you never know. He's very dirty. He's got a lot of gunk on his face. So he will need a good cleanup, but I don't care. I'm just happy to have him in my collection. And then the next thing I got when I was out thrifting was this gorgeous girl. This is Splash and Color Christie from 1996. And this is actually her original bikini. It's this blue bikini with gold detail on it. Really pretty.
Great!
It's got Velcro closure at the back here. And she's got her original earrings, which look like little shells, gold shells. And her hair, as you can see, is multicolored and it's got like gold tinsel in it. Very pretty. I really, really like this doll. I was excited to find her just with her original bathing suit on. She didn't come with a necklace or shoes or anything like that. But the feature with her was that her hair changed color in warm and cold water, like many of the beach-themed Barbies did back in the day. And I got this pretty girl. This is, you may recognize her by her necklace.
But who is she?
This is Tropical Splash Barbie from 1994. She's got her original necklace, but she's missing her earrings, unfortunately. And she was another kind of beach pool themed Barbie. She originally had these really big earrings that looked like they had hibiscus flowers pictures on them. Really cool, which also matched her bikini, which was black with like pink hibiscus flowers all over it as well. So really pretty. Apparently she was also scented when she was first released to smell like tropical flowers. I can kind of smell it actually. She also would have come with a little bottle of perfume for the child or the owner of the Barbie to use. This is obviously not her original bikini. You can see she's wearing this nautical looking top. In one of my previous videos, I had talked about finding this nautical looking dress, which is actually from Barbie, but it was a later year. This is actually from the same fashion pack as that dress, which was one of the Barbie Fashionistas fashion packs from 2012. It was like a nautical themed fashion pack. There was 3 different pieces in it, and here's the top that goes also in the same fashion pack. These shorts are actually also Barbie shorts. You can see they're pink, and then on the sides there's the more modern Barbie logo with stars and stripes all over it. These shorts are actually from the 2013 I Can Be Soccer Champion Barbie.
Interesting.
She's in pretty good condition, actually. Like I said, she's got her original necklace, which is awesome. Sadly, she's missing her earrings. Her hair is in this multicolored tie here, and she's got this braid here. Her hair isn't gonna take a lot of work. It looks like it's still in really good condition, and her eyes are just beautiful. I love the color of her eyes. They're almost like a lime green and blue, and then her eyeshadow is kind of like a periwinkle, purpley blue color.
How pretty.
Really pretty. And then the last Barbie that I got in this haul was this girl. This is actually Baywatch Barbie. I picked her up because I really like the colors of her eyes. Again, it's the green and the blue. And then she's got blue stud earrings, and then she's got a matching blue ring. Yeah, so Baywatch Barbie was released in 1994, designed after the Baywatch TV show that ran from 1989 to 1999. I remember watching Baywatch when I was younger. It was the thing to watch back in the day. There was 11 seasons of the show, so it was actually a pretty popular show. Obviously, this is not her original outfit. She would have originally come with the classic one-piece red swimsuit that the Baywatch girls always wear in the show.
Of course.
She would have come with a crop jacket, red and yellow shorts, a whistle on a lanyard to hang around their neck, a white brush and a white running shoes, a red life preserver, which is really cool. She came with a frisbee and a visor. She also came with a dolphin, like a little pet dolphin that made realistic sound effects, which is really cool. It didn't swim, but you could put it in the water. I've been keeping my eye out for it at the thrift store, but I haven't been able to find it yet. So one of these days, I'm hoping to find it.
I hope so.
And like I said, this is not her original outfit. If you watched my last video, I actually found this same exact dress in a different haul. This is the Teacher Barbie dress from 1995. And you can see the other one I have is right here, right behind me, standing right there on my actual Teacher Barbie. This one is actually in much better shape than the one I have on display there. It's the colors are a lot more vibrant than the one I have, and her shirt is less stained. And the one I have up on display has a broken strap here, and this one looks like it's in really good shape. So I'm definitely gonna switch that out. And then the next toy that I got, moving away from Barbie, was this guy.
Well, what do we have here?
I love these. This is a Keyper. Keypers was a toy line released by Tonka, and it was released between the years 1985 and 1992. This little guy is Poke, and he is a little turtle, a little tortoise. And you can see his body is like a bluish kind of gray color. He's got a purple shell with stars and moons and clouds on it. He's got little plastic shoes. And he's got this really long, pretty, colorful green and blue and purple hair. And he has sparkly eyes. So Keypers were released in different series. I know that he is from series 2 because of his sparkly eyes and his long hair. Series 1 Keypers didn't have the sparkly eyes, and they had shorter hair in only one color generally, I think. He definitely needs a good cleanup. He is very, very dirty. and his hair is a mess. But I'm so happy to have him, to add him to my collection, because I do have a small collection of Keypers back here. If you don't know anything about Keypers, there are bigger hard-bodied ones, and then there are these smaller soft-body ones. And the feature with Keypers was that you can open up their bodies and store things in their bodies. So in Poke's case here, you could just squeeze his little shell and you could put things in there. He would have originally come with a little purple nightcap that had little silver polka dots all over it. He also came with a light purple brush that said Keypers on it. And then I'm excited about these. It's been a long time since I found G1 My Little Ponies at the thrift store. For a while there, I was having amazing luck finding them there. And then all of a sudden, boom. They're nowhere to be found again. But anyways, I got these two girls. These are birth flower ponies. This was a special series of G1 My Little Ponies that were released. There was 12 of them, and they were, each one represents a different birth month. So this one here has Holly on as her cutie mark. She's obviously a December birth pony because of the holly. And her name is actually December Holly. And then the other one that I got here is June Rose. So all 12 of these had white bodies, and they all had pink hair. So they all looked very similar other than their cutie marks. They were all released in year 3, which is 1984. And they were all in the same pose. This is called the collector's pose. Meaning that their legs are just kind of straight. They stand facing forward. And then they all had the exact same back card story, just they switched out their names in each one. So for example, the September one said, Morning Glory, the September birthday pony, celebrates her birthday in the month of September, just like you. Morning Glory loves to host birthday parties with cake, balloons, and presents. She organizes games, invites all of her friends, and plays music. Morning Glory makes a September birthday extra special.
These games are a big part of my birthday party extravaganza.
And then there was another series of birth flower ponies that were released internationally. They weren't US releases, and they actually had more variation as far as their body colors and their hair colors went. Yeah, but like I said, the US ones, US releases were all white with pink hair. Just like these two. And they're in okay condition. They're very, very dirty as per usual. Every pony I find at the thrift store seems to be just caked in dirt and gunk. This June one does seem to have a couple of little spots that I'll have to work at removing. I'm not sure if I'll be able to remove all of those, but I'll do my best. And then December, she's not as bad. She's just got a lot of dirt on her. I think a magic eraser will probably do the trick on this one here.
And we're going to make it beautiful again.
And then, while we're still on the My Little Pony bandwagon, this is Megan. And Megan, if you're not familiar with My Little Pony, Megan is kind of like the friend of the ponies. And her special friend, or her special pony, is Sundance. There were 3 different releases of Sundance. So the first release was just a standard Sundance, just a regular Sundance with just a regular cutie mark. And she came with a different Megan. And then the second release was the So Soft version, or the flocked version of Sundance, which came with this Megan. And then there was a third release, which was the Twice as Fancy Sundance, who had the cutie mark that kind of covers her whole body. And she came with a completely different Megan.
All right then.
The first 2 releases of Megan, they look almost identical other than their dress. Their dress is different. The third release, she has a completely different face, a much rounder face, a much cuter face in my opinion. But yeah, like I said, this is the second release. from year 4, 1985. So sadly, I do not have the second release of Sundance. I don't have the So Soft version. I do have the other two. She just needs a little bit of love. Her hair is kind of a matted mess. And her dress could use a bit of a clean, but it's actually in really good condition considering. She's got this floral white and purple dress with pink details and lots of lace. Kind of like a little house on the prairie dress. That's what I think of when I see this dress. And then moving on to a completely different toy line, I found a She-Ra horse at the thrift store, which I'm super excited about.
I don't believe it!
This is Swiftwind, which was actually She-Ra's horse. So She-Ra's actual name is Adora, and her horse's name is actually Spirit. But when she has her magic sword that she uses to transform into She-Ra, like I said, she becomes She-Ra and her horse becomes Swiftwind. What happens when Spirit transforms into Swiftwind is he gets wings and he gets a unicorn and he becomes much stronger and more daring and courageous, just like She-Ra does when she transforms. So there were 3 different series of She-Ra, or 3 different waves. This horse is from the first wave from 1984. It actually says 1984 behind her leg here. And she is one of 3 horses that were produced in 1984. Swiftwind would have originally come with a gold saddle, gold, pink, and white wings that you could attach to the saddle. She had a unicorn mask, a mask that had a horn on it that you could make her turn into a unicorn, and gold reins and a gold comb and brush. She's in all right condition. Her hair has definitely been cut. It's really uneven, unfortunately, her mane and her tail. She's got a lot of paint rub in her eyes and on her hooves. She would have had more gold around her hooves here. And she's yellowed quite a bit, I think. I think she should be a lot more pink than she is. But you can see she's very pearlized still, which is really cool. I really like that. And somebody's put her tail in a braid here with an elastic. I can put this on display and I can put my She-Ra on it. And then finally, I got this big bag of just random accessories and toys. I was actually quite surprised to find this bag of random accessories at the thrift store because there's a lot of really good stuff in here.
And lots of wonderful surprises.
So the first few items that I'm most excited about in this bag are this guy. This is a finder from the Keypers line, and each of the hard-bodied Keypers came with a little finder like this. They're all, I'm not really sure what kind of animal they're supposed to be, but they're all got little ears and glasses and interesting hairstyles at the back.
You're right, this is weird.
This one is pink and purple and white. This one actually belongs to the Swan Keeper. Her name is Princess. She's actually the one that I had when I was a child. I don't have her now, unfortunately. I'm excited to have her little keeper. His name is Perkins. I also got this. This is a Keeper's brush, a standard Keeper's brush. And it came on this little key ring here. The Keeper's keys also looked very similar to this and would also fit on the key ring. This is also an accessory from the Swan Keeper. I got the crown for the Swan Keeper. This all belongs to the same Swan Keeper. And then another thing in this bag that I really wanted to highlight is this little purse, which I believe came with the Cool Tops Skipper. If this isn't hers, it's probably from one of those random fashion packs that you could buy. There was a lot of like no-name fashion packs, like our knockoff fashion packs for Barbie-like dolls. There was like Mod Fashion, I think it was called, or Cindy, or like all that kind of stuff. So it could have been from one of those fashion packs as well. But I do know that Cool Top's Skipper had a very, very similar handbag to this. It was a triangle shaped purple handbag. And then in this bag, there's a bunch of different like random brushes and combs. There's this pink square looking one. This purple comb. And then I know I've seen these before. This is like a little mirror and a little brush. I've seen these in Barbie packs. I've also seen them in the knockoff accessory packs. And then we've got these two yellow and orange brushes, and then a little white one, little white comb. And then there was also like, you know, your standard gold clutch that you see in a lot of the fashion packs as well, the accessory packs. And then in this bag is this little necklace. It looks like a Barbie necklace.
Oh boy!
Again, not sure which Barbie it comes from or if it even comes from a actual Barbie. And it's got matching earrings for the necklace as well. Little drop earrings. One is broken that match the necklace. And then there's all kinds of like random shoes. There's like this weird black shoe for a doll. A see-through boot. Not a lot of pairs in this. I have a skate, which is kind of exciting because I do have a winter sport Barbie that you could put this skate on, but sadly I don't have the other one to this. There is one pair in here, one blue pair of pumps, which I'm excited about. These look like actual Barbie shoes. And then there's a couple of pairs of like just random flats. These flats here. Little gold high-heeled sandals. A lot of other random one-off shoes. These look like knockoffs. They've got the little holes in them. And then I got this little guy. I recognize this guy right away. This is from the Gumby toy line. I'm not 100% sure on the year of this one because I think there was more than one release, but it does say Prima Toy Company Inc. The character's name is Pokey, and he's like rubbery, he bends, just like Gumby, very cool. This is the little bra for Ariel, the Little Mermaid. And I recognized it because I actually had this doll when I was a child, back in the 90s. And I remember I took my Ariel camping with me. And I loved to bring her to the beach and make her swim and stuff. And I remember losing this at the beach. And I was so upset that I lost it. And now I have it so many years later. It was destiny.
You're so full of hot air.
And then a couple other really random things of interest in this bag. This little crown or necklace, I'm not sure what this belongs to. I don't think maybe it's My Little Pony, like a newer My Little Pony. I'm not sure what playset this belongs to. I couldn't find it. And then I got this little lipstick, play lipstick. Not sure what that belongs to. There's no markings on it, but I do remember having stuff like this as a child that came with Barbies or dolls or whatever. And then what's really cool in this bag, I'm so excited, is these little Bretts. I remember using these little Bretts as a little girl. I especially remember this bird mold here. So I'm gonna use these because I really like them. And then there's a lot of other really random stuff in here. I'm not gonna go through all of it, but there's like hair curlers and there's a lot of this like little furniture. I did a little bit of research. It's called the Superior brand doll furniture from the 60s or 70s. I couldn't like narrow down the date on these, but there's like little chairs, a little lamp here, another little chair that's broken. So there's a whole bunch of stuff like this in this bag. A little treasure troll looking guy. He's got yarn hair and says China on the back of his head. Ugly little thing.
Well, there's no need to get insulting.
I don't think I'll be keeping this. But it does look vintage. It does look old, so we'll see. Maybe you know what this is from. I have no idea. So that is all for today. I hope you enjoyed this toy haul. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you watching my videos.
Oh, I'm so glad.
I hope that my videos bring you some nostalgia, maybe from your childhood, or maybe they've inspired you to maybe start a collection of your own. You never know. Either way, I hope you have a great day. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.